to talk about our event, No Likey, No Lighty comes to Hallam. We're going to be interviewing the host of the Antics and also Rian and Stacey, the two celebrity guests that we had from the actual show Take Me Out, and to get their opinions on how they think our event actually went. Anything else?
So now I present to you Dan, who's interviewing the Antics, and then later on he'll be interviewing with Rian and Stacey.
Hello, we're here with the hosts, Ash and Daryl, and we're just here to find out a little bit more about what they think of the events. So how do you reckon the organisation of the events worked for you?
Yeah, on the whole it's pretty good. We got enough notice before the event, we knew what we were doing, we had plenty of time. But I think we were a little bit concerned about the numbers. We didn't see much promotion, but we were pretty wrong. We turned up, everything was around.
Plenty of freedom to do what you want, you know, there was no pressure to get on with it. Everything was done now full time, like I say.
Right, okay. So, do you reckon a bit more rehearsal would have helped?
Yeah, possibly a dry run at one point might have just put our minds at rest, and probably all the other people involved, but I think it ran smoothly regardless. I think a rehearsal would have been nice.
The second half seemed to not run as smoothly as the first half. Whether that's a social issue with impressing the other half, I don't know. But you might have found that out, you know, doing it before. But you never know without doing it.
You know, when it didn't run smoothly, what do you mean by?
Not to me. Just I don't know if you agree. The second half where the guys on stage, it didn't seem to have the same effect as it would as in the girls on stage. I don't know why.
It felt as though the audience weren't quite as captivated in the second half, whether that's because they'd seen it already in the first half, or it doesn't necessarily work. The girls trying to push the guys, I'm not sure. But you couldn't really know that until you got there trying out.
So is there anything that we could have done differently, I suppose, that might have sort of improved maybe your performance? Or the events as a whole, maybe.
You should have made it standing only, but it had to be for you.
Found me a decent co-host.
Found me a decent co-host.
No, it was good. I mean, we do improvised comedy with our group, so it kind of worked well for us. We were just given the space to go and do what we felt needed to be done. Given all the relevant information beforehand, so it was pretty smooth.
Do you think this will maybe improve you as in the future, I'd say? Maybe you might get more gigs or more...
Yeah, well, I mean, on a personal level, it gave me a lot of confidence. I've never hosted an event before, and we got a great reaction from the audience, so it gave me a bit of confidence. And we had a lot of people talking to us afterwards, asking what the Antics were about, so hopefully we'll get bigger audience numbers, more fun, whatever.
We do the shows all the time, you know. And you get into the same routine, you chucked in at the deep end with a whole host of new people. You don't know what their audience are. You don't know what they laugh at, what they don't. If you come to an improv comedy show, you know what they're going to like. You know, whereas if you've got to host and entertain people you've never even seen before, you know, it's slightly different. You know, when you've never done that role before. You know, but.
Some other questions?
So all in all, I guess you felt the event, both from an operation point of view and your doing, was a success, so to speak.
Yeah, we came away from it thinking it was a great thing to be involved with. We both enjoyed the time. We got a lot of people coming up to us afterwards. We had good fun. It was a well-rounded night with, everyone seemed to enjoy it, and it went down well, and it also did what it was out to do. So.
The amount of feedback was phenomenal, the amount of good feedback. I mean, it doesn't really matter how you organise it as long as it comes off well. You know, a lot of businesses run shabbily, but it's what you get at the end of the day. You know.
Well, the feedback sheets that we actually got at the end, a lot of them was praising you as the host and sort of one of the highlights. So that's obviously good for you.
We always made the right decision approaching us then. I love being a part of it. I was really glad that I put my name forward to do it.
I was hesitant that the two of us was working at the start. You know, when you first said, there were two. I was quite hesitant that it would work, but I think it worked pretty well.
Yeah, I think sort of having one person with the contestants and then one with the person doing the task sort of helped.
Yeah, definitely. It would be too much for one person, I think, the whole the audience, the size it was. And,
Do you feel like you got enough support from us as like the organising group? Do you feel like there was, you know, we tended to your needs?
yeah, definitely.
We've got a second mind.
Yeah.
We got that eventually. No, I mean, you guys looked after as well. We got all the information we needed. I think there was one point where there was 3 of you that came up to us in about a minute and told us the same thing. We were like, okay, that's cool. At least they all know what's going on. But yeah, no, it was. I felt looked after.
Well, there weren't any pressure to do what you wanted us to do. You know, we were just ourselves, which I think worked because you're not pressured to do anything. You know, you just go with the flow. Which
I think that's good why it was unscripted then. A lot of people came to us and thought it was scripted. They thought that everything, like even the dates, that was all scripted, and they were really surprised when everything was all improv.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Right, well, yeah, thanks very much for letting us do this. And,
Cheers.
Hi, so we're here with Rian and Stacey from the show Take Me Out. They also took part in our show, No Likey, No Lighty. So, guys, what did you actually think of the show? Our show? How did it compare to Take Me Out?
Oh, well, it was really great. It had the same energy and enthusiasm, and all the girls were really lovely, and yeah.
Good fun.
Good fun, yeah, we had a really good time.
Have you done any events like it before?
We did a soil event, didn't we, for charity?
Yeah.
You tell them
That were at Soyo for
teenage cancer.
oh yes. Go on, Rian.
Alright,
How was the Sawyer one different to ours then? Was it the same kind of theme or?
it was good. I fell off the stage twice at the soil one, so that was good, 'cause your stage was bigger. And the lights were better as well. We just had a piece of paper that we turned around, and so when yours you had actual lights, so it was good.
And you did it where the girls
Yeah.
came on,
Yeah.
and there were 15 guys, and you really burst it.
Yeah, so compared to the show Take Me Out, we did the girls come onto stage. That was like the Take Me Out show, and then we had the guys come onto the stage. So that's how we tried to do it differently. I mean, is there anything about the show that you think that we could have done to make it any better, like maybe with the organisation or?
I thought it was really well organised. I thought you did a really good job.
were you well briefed on sort of what your role was?
Yeah, very
in the
well
show?
briefed. Yeah, we used a lot of questions beforehand, which we really like, because we can have a little think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was well organised, and the comedians were great who hosted it.
Do you think it worked then that we switched sort of halfway through the show to have like guys on stage as opposed to
Yeah.
just do you think?
That was a good idea. I
Really
like
good
that.
idea. I think the real show might try and do something like that, so that might be very, very innovative.
Yeah.
So what did you think about the turnout? Did you expect that many people to be there?
There were loads, weren't there?
Yeah.
That many people come, but it was, loads of people.
So would you reckon the marketing did that have good effects?
Yeah, it's really good, because a lot of people, it was packed in, there were people stood up at the back, and I'm sure we made a lot of money for the bar, and yeah.
Did you see it advertised on Facebook? Did you like the updates on Facebook? Or?
I looked at the Facebook page, yeah, I thought that was well laid out.
So thanks once again for taking part in the show and also being here to give us your thoughts on how it went.
Oh, it was great, we had really good fun.
Thank you. Rian and Stacey.